But hijacking comment sections with your negativity and misery is just toxic behavior. And evil leftist here to yap on the internet again. Today, I want to talk about a trend that I've been seeing a lot on the internet, and it's been getting worse over the last little bit. And the trend is that whenever you see Canadian videos, the comment section gets hijacked by people that hate Canada and like trolls and bots and like just like angry Canadians. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a patriot by any means. I'm not one of those like patriotism kind of Canadians, but I do feel very lucky to live in this country. And I just don't see why there's so many miserable people out there taking over these comment sections of people that are just genuinely excited to be in Canada. You know, whether it's new immigrants to Canada. I know that's a touchy subject for a lot of the bigots here. Like, you guys absolutely hate immigrants, whatever. But whether it's people new to Canada or it's just a beautiful scene, like at a lake or something, and someone's just like, oh, just like, look how beautiful this Canadian lake is, right? Or somebody just showing appreciation for their country, the comment section just fills up with so much negativity. It's not even funny. It's like, and it's been getting worse. And it's like people saying stuff like, Canada is ruined. The Liberals have destroyed this place in the last 10 years. Why would you move here? Or worse, the bigots in the comments saying stuff like, you don't belong in Canada, go back to your country, and like all that kind of stuff. And it's just, there's something happening. There's something happening. I don't like, and if it's humans that are behaving like that, I just really don't understand why you have to squash down someone else's joy, right? Just because you absolutely fucking hate the politics here in Canada, right? Figure out why exactly people are like this. And like, I get it. There's a lot of division in the country due to politics, and there's a lot of angry people about the last federal election. But I just really think that it's either angry people looking to find other angry people, like misery loves company. Like, you guys just want to gang together and just squash out somebody's joy, right? Which is sad in itself. Or I genuinely think it's a lot of bots, like foreign bots that aren't even Canadian. You know what I mean? Like, my perspective is I don't fucking love the government, right? But I'm also very fully aware of how lucky I am to live in this country. And like, I don't know, maybe it's because I've traveled outside of Canada before and I've seen what it's like elsewhere, or I'm actually paying attention to the human rights violations that are happening down in the States. And I'm just constantly sitting here being like, thank God we didn't get that IDU representative into federal office here, because he works the same as Trump. And it's kind of scary what's happening down in the States right now. Like, don't get me wrong, all politicians, not the greatest, but that's a talking point for another day. But like, Mark Carney's not perfect, right? I get that, but he is not the reason why things might be harder than they used to be, right? That's capitalism, babes. Strictly capitalism and these provincial premiers that are mismanaging their provinces and then pointing the finger at the feds all the time, you know? Like, I'm also very critical of the Alberta government for very valid reasons, because Danielle Smith isn't doing nothing for us here, right? And you can complain about me saying that all you want, or like scream she's the best leader out there. She's really not. But you don't see me hijacking comment sections and just being like, why would you even move here? You know, like when people come to Alberta and they're excited, or they're visiting Alberta, I'm not in the comment sections like spreading misery. Right? Like, I'm just not that person. I just don't want to squash out other people's excitement, regardless if I like the government or not. But I do think that not enough Canadians actually leave Canada and like gain a perspective of what it's like outside of Canada. Like, our healthcare, I am so grateful for our healthcare. I know it's not perfect and it needs a lot of improvements, but I would much rather have to wait in a doctor's office or wait to see my specialist or whatever, because I do see a specialist twice a year, right? Like once every 6 months. I would rather do that as opposed to pay out of pocket for everything and then eventually go bankrupt or be at the mercy of health insurance companies, because we know that when you start profiting off of people's lives and their health, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing at all. Like, there's a reason why people celebrated in the States when the whole Luigi thing happened. Criticism is not only okay, but encouraged, right? But hijacking comment sections with your negativity and misery is just toxic behavior and downright childish, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like if you hate Canada so much, then you should really spend some time traveling, and then maybe you'll feel a little bit differently. Like me, for example, I value the fact that I don't have to walk around worrying if somebody has like a firearm on them or not. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of unhinged people down in the States waving around firearms and, like, you know, being threatening and stuff with them. And I'm very grateful that we don't have to deal with that here in Canada. Whether you're upset about our regulations here or not, FYI, hello, my whole family's full of hunters. Okay. I'm not against firearms, but I am definitely 100% pro firearm control. So I value that in Canada. And I feel like we're very lucky to not have to worry about sending kids to school, right, with bulletproof backpacks on. Like, that's wild. And from my most recent travel, when I went to, and honestly, when I was in Panama, like, don't get me wrong, Panama is beautiful, right? But the idea that I had to pay to use the bathroom and like pay for toilet paper and stuff every time I needed to go pee or something, that made me miss Canada a lot. Like, our septic systems here are not built the same as they are in other countries. Government isn't always great, right? But we're privileged to live in this beautiful, beautiful country. And I am happy that we do have somebody like Mark Carney right now to, I don't know, do what he can to navigate through all the stuff that's happening around the world, like wars, Trump, and Pierre couldn't have done that. Pierre couldn't have stood for Canada the way that Mark Carney is. I have my criticisms of Mark Carney too, all right? But I don't hate this country just because there's another liberal federal government. What I do hate to see, though, is the amount of people that are showing up in comment sections and just basically like ruining it for people that are excited. I just don't get it. Like, and like, I don't ever want to be that person that says, if you hate it, move. But some people just really seem like they would rather be somewhere like the States. So I'm just questioning, why wouldn't you take that opportunity to go and live there and see if you like it better, right? I've had multiple friends leave country to go and live in the States. Some of them have come back, some of them haven't. Like, to each their own. Negativity is incredibly easy, right? Gratitude takes intention. And I think we could use a little bit more of that, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Like, Canada isn't perfect. No country is perfect. Show me one perfect country, please and thanks. And if people want to be excited about moving here, or the culture here, or the scenery here, or I don't know, the food here, whatever, if they want to be excited about that, just let them. Just let them. Learn to scroll by. You don't have to put your input in on every single thing, especially when your input is so biased and so angry, usually at the wrong people, you know? Like, it blows my mind. But that's it for today, okay? Little short and sweet lefty fucking opinion for you while I chill out with the ducks. So, toodles!